Hi and welcome. Today I have an art vlog for you, and I'm starting off in my art room, art studio, showing you my very first painting that I did in high school at the age of 16. And I am getting ready to take this and put it in my classroom to show my students how to use acrylic and give them hopefully some motivation and inspiration to doing acrylic, because we're about to start that unit and I kind of want to show them what I did at their age. Hi, my name is Vanessa and I make art videos about a little bit of this and that. If that speaks to you, consider subscribing. So I'm here at Starbucks starting off this spread, and I actually started this on New Year's Eve because I had a plan of an intention of doing this type of video, a vlog slash sketchbook session. So I'm prepping everything for the media that I'm going to place and draw on top of. I love to start off my sketches with my favorite Pilot Inyo mechanical colored pencils, and this is of my cat Quasi and Dinah. This vlog is from the month pretty much New Year's Eve and to all of January. So little bits here and there capturing what has gone on for the month of January for me. This beach is about 2 hours from where we live, and I'm just collecting some art inspiration and also just enjoying life. Okay, so this is a few days out from my trip from the beach, and I'm at Starbucks with my smaller sketchbook, and I'm gonna go in with the supplies that I have on hand and take some inspiration from our trip and draft something. Alright, so now what I need to do is finish my editing for my video with goals and intentions for 2024, filling my sketchbook spread with neglected art supplies. So I'm going to do that, and I think I'm going to make a short afterwards. I think I'm going to work in my sketchbook. We shall see. Now I am going to add some watercolor, and I decided to use my Schmincke watercolor to paint this spread. And so I had said that I wanted this to be my travel sketchbook, which I think it's going to be, but I ended up using it when I did my Rembrandt and May Mary Blue watercolor swatch and paint. I pulled out my Schmincke palette because I had already set up the new super granulating watercolors that I had hauled for Christmas, or my Christmas gift, and I wanted to test them out and mix them with my current collection of those paints, and I really did enjoy working with them. So the images that I have drawn out and am now painting are from my trip to the beach, and I wanted to document some of the highlighted moments from my little getaway. Over the last, I'd say 4 or 5 years, I've developed an obsession for birds. So anytime I see a cute bird, I have to snap a picture of it, and this bird happens to be a black phoebe. Start working on it, and I've got my 2 cats. This is Quasi and this is Dinah. So I'm going to use mixed media to complete it. So I have it outlined, but I'm going to go in and double check to see if I need to make any corrections before I start actually applying my media that I'll use to color. So I'm looking at my reference pictures, make sure everything's right. So what I like to do is, after I draw it, a day later or a few days or whenever I pick it up back again, I'll look at my reference picture and see if there's anything that I need to correct, and I'll do it with a different colored pencil. This is my go-to color pencil set, and it's the Pilot Color Inyo, and this one's in the 0.7 lead. So to begin, I notice his ears are slightly more angled than what I have on my drawing, so I'm going to fix that. This is Quasi when he was a baby. I think everything else looks good. This eye is a little bit more closed than this one. He was crying. I caught him on taking a picture, meowing. He wanted to be picked up. He's actually staring at me right now. He wants food, and I gotta go give it to him, or else he's not gonna let me work, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I went through my art bag, the one that I used to do art on the go, and I just pulled out these items. I think I'm going to do my Derwent Graphitin because it's a new favorite. And then in my handy case that I love, I had pulled out these Neocolor 2s, and I just pulled out a little bit of every color. This one broke. I had accidentally knocked the whole tin that I had over, and this ended up breaking, but that's okay. The other half's in the tin. But anyway, these are the Neocolor 2s that I just kind of pulled primary and secondary colors in different intensities and values. So I'll use those. I don't think I'm going to use any of these pins. I haven't showed you guys these pins, but I ended up getting these Derwent line maker pins. They're like the microns. I had saw that Sarah Burns used this in a video, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. I want to try it. So I ended up buying the sepia, and I also saw that they had a pack of these colors, so I got those as well. But anyhow, there's that. Oh, and then I saw these pins used by Chris Hong, which I just adore her, and I wanted to get them, so I have them there when I'm sketching. I'll put that aside because I'm not going to use them. I'm going to drop in some darker values to begin. Dark indigo, and it looks like I have to sharpen it, so let me do that. I love this sharpener. I use these in my classroom, and I find they last the longest with my kiddos. So I have bins of colored pencils for each table, and I have 8 tables in my classroom, and I throw one of these in each bin, and they work pretty good. When I adopted this little guy, I remember in his litter it was 2 little girls and him. He was the only boy, and his sisters were, he's a black and white cat, tuxedo, and he had a sister that was a tuxedo, and then so that would be black and white, and then he had another one that was gray and white, and they were all so cute. I wish I could have taken all of them home, but I know I ended up seeing after he got neutered that there were some other people that picked up the whole litter, so that made me happy. But I often think about them, how they're doing. Are they living their best kitty lives? I hope so. I just love animals so much. So this is my first week back to school since winter break, and it's my my first week back. It's my second day, so it's Tuesday. And generally when we have a long break, that first day back, so Monday, wasn't so bad. I think I'm working on anxiety. Okay, I gotta get things done. Gotta get my class set up, my lessons set up, so I'm in panic mode, and then that in itself, that high anxiety and stress is exhausting. And plus, I'm out of teaching condition. The stamina is just not the same. Although I try to keep myself busy during break and do things and clean and work out and do artwork, and it's just not the same as working. And today I was exhausted, but Tuesdays are always like that after a long break. Sleeping schedule is off from the holidays. I'm very lucky to have time off. I have one of those jobs that has that huge perk, so I do acknowledge that. And I'm not complaining, I'm just saying that that's just my general pattern, how it goes. It's cute to see the students back from break. You can tell they kind of miss seeing you because they see you every day of the week, and then they don't. And so you see that initial excitement of like, oh hey, haven't seen you in a bit, and then the next day, it's back to normal, which is to be expected. I'm the same way too. I see them and I get excited and like, you spend so much time with them that you grow bonds with these kids. And this little boy, he's got big ears. When I first adopted him, my mom was like, whoa, he's got some big ears. It was just so cute, adorable, and he grew into them though. They're still big, but they fit his face much better now. He is a handsome boy. I'm gonna darken this area so I can knock this back, and then this will come forward because this part is lighter than this. So when I'm shading, I look for the shapes that I see and I just plug them in. So I like to go in with the darker values first, and then I build from there. That's generally how I shade. These reference points help me out with building on top of this drawing. Have you guys tried these graphitints? They're great. Like I said, they're new to me. I believe they have blocks. I want to say I saw those from other YouTubers. And then since I purchased these, I got them from Amazon. Then all these other related materials are on my feed, on my recommended feed. There's like little bits where in between his whiskers where it's light. What I'll do is I'll just pop in the darker value, and then I'll go in with a white gel pen or a white paint pen and draw them last. I love drawing eyes. They're very captivating and they give off energy of the soul, and they're just beautiful. They're beautiful features. Do you guys have other hobbies other than art? Like, I'm sure you do. Like, I like to work out. I'm not a crazy sports person, but I do like to get cardio to keep myself healthy. I was into journaling and I want to get back into that. I do miss journaling. Do any of you journal out there? But anyhow, I like to run and go for walks when I'm not. My body says, nope, we're not running today. When I'm not moving, I can definitely feel it. Now I'm going to go in with some of my Neo Color 2s. I think these are the colors I'm going to pretty much use. I might go in and grab some more, but I'm going to start here. It's only Tuesday and I'm exhausted. That's okay. I will survive. I had enough time off, so it just sets me back from my YouTube though, and I do enjoy it. It's fun. It's a fun way to be creative, and I just wish I had more time to edit, because you can get really creative with your editing and how you tell your story. I'm just gonna mix a bunch of colors together to make dark areas, and then I'll activate this later. I don't care if like this mixes with the graphitint mixes with my Neo colors. That is quite fine. Do you guys go through phases of having different media or mediums? I think that's a common thing. People are feeling at the moment certain materials that they want to use, ones that are just you're eager to go and grab and use. There's some people that, you know, they're diehard fans for particular medium that they're just, that's all they use, that's all they want to use. This little fuzzy face. I can't help but draw my pets because they make me happy, and that is part of my art production, which is, I'm sure, is yours as well. Making things that make you happy. That's what it should be about. I want to test out, before I use these colors, mixing these two. Looks like a magenta, green. You try this green. You try this green. This is like an olive, yeah, light olive, yellow green. That's more, yeah, that's more what I want. It's more in line what I want. This will be a base, and then I can always manipulate the color, alter it at a different stage of my process. And these are not going to be literal colors anyhow. I'm not going for the same colors that I see, but I'm going more for the values that I see. I'm trying to match the values. So that's my objective here. This needs to be darker, so I'm going to pop in this color here. You know what? I might fade this off. I might do something here, add more design because I kind of like him contained here. I wish I didn't do that there, but we'll see. I might just darken this area. Let's see what I decide to do. I need that graphitent. I need to darken this. I'm gonna start activating this now so that I can see how to make adjustments. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start painting. I am using some of my Hemi paintbrushes. These are good and affordable paintbrushes. I like them. They feel pretty sturdy and well made. I've used this one, as you can see. This one is unused, and this one's well used from Etchr. I don't know if they make this anymore, but I bought this some years back, and this is a Princeton Select short liner. So I'm going to activate this, and that's when the magic happens. You can draw and paint at the same time. How nice. You get that fulfillment of doing both. I'm gonna keep some areas white until I decide how I'm going to represent that with media, so I can control how much water. If it has too much, then I can dab, clean my brush also, and paint. And if I accidentally go over areas that are supposed to be white, I can maybe use some white gouache or a white acrylic paint pen, gel pen, and reestablish that. The Caran d'Ache Neo Color 2s and the graphitent are new to me, well, at least last year in 2023. I love them. I don't think I would have them if I didn't watch YouTube. Oops. It's one of those YouTube made me buy it. That might be a good video topic. It's like we all influence each other, but then that's how you learn. Life is short. Do what you enjoy. Enjoy this life. That's my philosophy. As long as you're not hurting anyone and you're happy, that's all that matters. This is so satisfying. Going in and activating it is so nice after a long day. It's so cute. His little baby teeth are right here. Let me see if I can draw those in. They're so small. I think I want to do the eyes with ink tints because I want something very bright and vibrant for that area, and I kind of want that to be the focal point of this. So I'm going to wait before I pop in any media here. I'll come back to that. This needs a little bit more water. This is the lineup of what I used for this part right here, so I'm going to test it out and see what it looks like with water and activate it. I'm using this Hemi brush, round brush in a size 9. So I went in with the graphitent on this part right here and kind of did a gradient out, and then the rest of it that's layered on top is the Neo Color 2s. Not bad. Alright, so currently we're in my classroom, but this is the brand of sharpener. I just use the single one for my kids, and it's good enough because of the color pencils that we use. This works, but I've tested out a bunch, and this seems to last the longest, and they don't break as easily as other ones that I've tried over the years, so I like that. So I'm setting up my PowerPoint for today, or actually this is from Google, so it's the slideshow, but a thing that I have my kids do is I have them do a warm-up, and so I'll pick a picture for them to draw. In this instance, it's the artist Salvador Dali, and I give them approximately 5 minutes to do it. And so the beginning of the year is pretty tough, but after a month or so, they get pretty quick and learn to draw in that amount of time or even less. So it's a good thing to do to get warmed up for the day and build your observational skills and drawing skills. I decided to put some ink tints here to bring up and knock up the intensity in color, and now I'm just activating it. This is my sketchbook for work. I specifically made this for my AP class. So we take notes and do practices in here. And I came up with a couple of drafts that I like, that I think I want to paint on canvas. I am loving the wooden box that my Schmincke watercolors come in, and I'm going to keep them there and store them with my other watercolors. So currently I have all my watercolors put together by brand. I'm gonna leave them there and put my Schmincke with the others. Just set it on top. So this is where I currently have all my other ones. Set them on top. I need to organize this a little bit better. I have some of the old packaging there that I need to go through before I dispose of them. And these are my Holbein watercolors. So there they are. Alright, so now it's the end of the month and I am going to my local art store and kind of just shopping around. Now I will say I'm on a low buy this year, and I decided to make a budget monthly for an allotted amount to spend, and so that's what I'm doing. And I'm actually under budget this month, so go me. And I'll talk more about art on a budget in a next few videos, because on my previous poll I had asked which topic you wanted to see, and it looks like art supplies that I can't live without one, and art on a budget will come later. Also, on one of my polls I had asked about fountain pens, because I have been wanting to get one badly, and I saw some good results that you guys like them, and so I picked up one. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to show you guys. You guys are going to be so proud of me. I didn't pick up much, and I will reveal shortly what I got. So now I'm just looking around at a little bit of this and that. Can you guess which one I ended up picking up? These inks called my name, but I resisted and I didn't buy any, but they're on my radar. So this is what it looks like right now. I think I'm done for the most part. Put highlights on little boy's face, put his name on there. And then I didn't film this, but I'm starting this. I'd say it's about 60% done. I'm gonna go back and finish her up later. You will see the completed look when I do my sketchbook tour for the sketchbook when it's done. But we have some time, a ways to go. I have a couple other things that I've done in here that we'll look at later. Sneak peek. And then I went to Allard's and I got something. Eek! I'm so excited. And my last poll, you guys, so you voted and I got influenced. Okay, so here it is. I'm about to unbag this bad boy and show you what I got. So I only picked up one ink and it's in magenta. Now here is the fountain pen that I picked up. I did do some research on this pen. I saw on Amazon, but luckily it was cheaper at my local art store, so I picked it up there, and it's a TWSBI. This features a glow-in-the-dark cap, and I think that is so cool. It's unnecessary, but it's pretty neat to have. I am thrilled to bits. Fill it in with ink and test it out. So let me show you what it looks like on paper. First impression, I love it, and I'm so happy with my purchase. And I can't wait to give you an update on this, but this wraps up my video, and I want to thank you for spending your time with me. I hope that you enjoyed this type of video, and if this does get good feedback, I'll continue to do more like this. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful and creative day, and I'll see you next time.